Hi guys, so I have something very important that I want to talk about. Because I've seen a lot of people get scammed by psychics, and I want to talk about my experience that's happened a couple weeks ago, probably like 2 weeks ago. A fake one approached me and other experiences in the past. And also I want to show you or tell you how to spot the fakes. So I was in Publix, like I said, 2 weeks ago, and I bought something and I went to put it in my car, and then I went back in because I was gonna buy some more stuff. So I was walking out with my kids, and I seen this Hispanic looking lady. She was standing there, and I could feel her eyes like staring me down. And I was like, okay, what is this lady looking at me like that? And I looked at her like, the hell? So on our turnaround to go back in the store, she's still staring me down. So I go in, and my kids were trying some dessert shit they were handing out. And then I moved on, and I was looking at the body wash because the body wash was on sale. And she walks up to me, and I was distracted, but she walks up to me. She was like, do you believe in readings, like psychic readings? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh yeah, you believe in readings? Like she was like she was happy, like she caught another sucker. And she's like, do you like psychic? And she repeated it like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, yeah, I'm a reader. And she's like, a what? I'm like, I'm a reader. And she was like super shocked. She was like surprised, because I guess she didn't expect. Oh, I just saw a cop like sitting in the corner right there. I hope he didn't see me. But anyways, she was like, okay, he's not following me, so I'm good. So anyway, she was like so shocked, and she kept saying, oh, you're a reader? Like how long you been doing? I was like, I've been doing it professionally for a year now. And like I couldn't get over how surprised she was that I said that I was a reader. And here's the funny part. She says, oh, you have a lot of darkness around you, and she like runs off. So my mind was like, what the fuck? And I had to laugh, because that's the first line in spotting a fake. Is the fake psychics, the first thing they will always say to you is, I can see that you are a good person. You do for others and people don't do for you. You pretend to be happy in front of others, but behind closed doors you're sad and you're depressed, and shit like that, which is like 99.999% of everybody. So they hook you in with that because you're like, oh my god, that is so true. And after that, after they've hooked you with that, and you're like invested in wanting more to learn more, they tell you, oh, I see a lot of darkness around you, and people around you are doing something to you deliberately and blocking you from financial happiness or anything. And they will just like randomly pick some people in your life and say, well, this person is doing something like like some type of voodoo type shit on you, or something like that. And that's their go-to all the time. So if you ever go for a reading and someone starts off by saying, oh, the happiness shit and the depression behind doors and laughing in front of people, they're fake. Because that's how they reel you in. I'm not sure if they go to some fake psychic school and learn that shit, but they've all. Because, when I was on my journey to figuring out my gifts and, better learning my gifts, I've called a lot of them, and I've noticed like that was like their always go-to line, the first thing they always say. Until I met like one person, and he wasn't, he didn't say that. And that's how I realized he was true. He was a real person. And then the main thing is they go to money all the time. They say, oh, well, they offer you like a free 5-minute reading, and they'll hook you with that, and then they say, oh, if you would like a full reading, or if you'd like me to do your full chart, it's gonna cost like a full reading probably costs like $60. And they're like, oh, you need candle work done, or you need a full chart done, and then they'll step you up to like $250. And then once you're paying them, they'll come up with some more crap. Oh, I can help you relieve the blockages or to get rid of the obstacles in your life, and then it goes to thousands of dollars. There's people that get scammed by them all the time. It's scammed out of thousands, hundreds of dollars. And you know, it's really sad because people go to these so-called psychics. Or someone just texted me. But they go to these so-called psychics because they're looking for help, and they feel like they have nowhere else to turn. But then it turns out to be a fake ass psychic that just wants your money. But yeah, that was it. That experience with that lady was just so weird. I could tell she was surprised, and she got scared when I told her I'm a reader, because she knows I was gonna know she was full of shit. And then she just said it and just like literally like ran off, like she disappeared in like 2 seconds. I was like, okay. So that's what happened to me, and that's how you spot a fake. If you go and you try to get a reading, and the first thing they tell you is, well, you know, the whole happiness shit and the depression behind doors shit, they're fake. Don't even listen to it, because it's gonna get into your head and make you think, well damn, you know, all this darkness. There's no darkness. And you know, what am I trying to say? There's no darkness. And if there was, that's something you can work through and release on your own. You don't need any help from any other person to relieve anything. That's why when I talk to anybody and say, oh, I can help you with this, I can light candles, or I can, no, hell no. There's nothing you can't cure with. I know financial problems is number one on people's mind and love. But if it's about depression, about, you know, random stuff, if you have, you know, you're feeling down, if you have headaches, the best thing you can do is meditate, because meditation on a regular, like, completely frees up your mind. Trust me. I was in a place where I was just super depressed.